Hello?
All right.
Okay.
Oh, wait, there he is. There he is.
Go.
Call it. Your name and where you calling from, homie?
Yeah, can you hear me or not?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
we got you, bro.
Hey, what's up, big dog? It's me, Chato from Barbara's Rookshell.
Chato, what's cracking, homie?
What up?
Hey, I got a situation that I'm trying to get off my chest, and these characters right here at the swap meet, these youngsters dressing like fucking clowns, you know?
Oh my God. Perfect conversation. Go for it.
And you know, like I've been through through the shit, you know, of growing up. I'm a grown man, I'm a father of two.
Yeah.
And I just trip out because I see these little fools. Well, they say they're homies, but I know they're not. Just fucking bunch of pretenders, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And these hyenas too, you know, just like straight up, you know, G'd up. But this is not a game, you know what I mean? Like this is something that we grew up as, you know, as teenagers ourselves, but of banging, you know.
Simon, yep, you're right.
And you know, I've been through the system. I'm a grown man already, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, what's up with this you know, this you know, this thing that's going on, this trend. It's not. I don't know if they're trying to be famous for social media, but this is something that we grew up as fucking, you know, represent our hood, and this is our fucking uniform to let other vatos know what's up, you know, what time it is.
Yep.
And but these kids and these podcast people making up these things is like what the fuck, you know, they didn't earn it, you know what I mean?
Yep, you're right, homie. Go for it.
I don't know if anybody will address this and let other people know this is not a game, but I guess now, you know, it's something they want to like think it's cool now. Like, hey, you could wear Ben Davis, you could wear a gangster hat, you know, you could look creased up, but it's not a game, homie. It's not.
Yeah, you're right.
This is something that we had to walk through the block, you know, packing the little dudes little 22, you know. We got to look at other vatos, you know, enemies. This is something that we fucking, you know, did because this is what we represent, you know what I mean?
Facts.
Not just to look like, because we're gangsters and this and that. Nah, this is something you earn respect, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there was a uniform. And now you're absolutely right, homie. It became a trend. But the saddest thing, I know it's kind of like the new word they use, cringy. It's cringy to us to see people like that. It gets you like, like it just bugs the shit out of you, homie. I know you want to say more. I know you want to say more than that, dog. But it is like that. It's like a fucking mosquito. Like you want to slap that shit. And you know the sad thing about it is that all these people, there's older vatos older than us there, homie, 50s and 60s, and they're not saying nothing. They're right there drinking a pisto, watching them act a fool. And the thing that sucks is that everything is worldwide now. Everybody's tuning into these YouTube channels and TikTok and Instagram, and they're all watching these videos and they're like, oh, that's right, they're representing the cultura. No, they're not. No, they're not. That was a war outfit you put on.
Exactly. Well, I mean, like, you know what? I see these, you know, like they're representing, you know, whatever fucking raised by cholas, and when you find out about the history about them, they're fucking residents. They ain't fucking about it. I mean, there probably be one little fucking hyena that, you know, Osita, wherever fuck, yeah, she probably bang because I heard about her.
Yeah.
But like the other fucking punks that fucking represent their fucking old school vibes, and they didn't even bang or nothing like that. They just saying, oh, you know, about, you know, back in the days and shit like that. But and they're all youngsters, and it's like, what's up with that? Like, and I'm at the swap meet, you know, because I'm not gonna lie, I go there. Yeah. I love Santa Fe Springs, so I've been going there since I was a kid myself with my hijita. Yeah. My hijita bang, my dad bang, my mom's from Dog Patch, Panama. You know, my dad from Norwalk, Carmelas. You know, like you know, like I grew up that lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when I see other people doing that, and like they're just chilling, and you know, dressed their suited booty. You know what I mean? Like, all right, you would think like, oh, okay, homie, back. But you look at them like they're fucking little nickel sacks, they're little scrubs, little fucking kids, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know, let me ask you both. Let me ask you both this question.
It's embarrassing, homie. Like, you know, it's embarrassing.
Let me ask you this question, Colin. Let me ask you and Marvelous this question. How do you feel? Because recently a video went really viral, like worldwide viral, where you had Capone and Lady Pinks teaching this very viral guy the world how, you know, Chicano gangsters should act and dress. So they dressed him up.
Oh,
and they
I seen that.
Dance.
Well, that's another thing that you could talk about, like Capone. I mean, homeboy could pretend he'd be Mexican, but he's not. I mean, yeah, he had a lot of fan base because of his music, but at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, he probably banged what he banged, whatever, but he was never fucking raza or nothing like that. But he loved it.
Yeah,
he respected and stuff. But you will have other people still fucking, saying, he ain't about shit, whatever. Which he could be a studio gangster. I don't know the guy personally. I just know about his music.
Yeah, but how do you feel that he made that video that went viral and got hundreds of millions of views worldwide?
Me personally, I don't like it, bro. First of all, he grew up in the barrio. Go for it, bro. Go for it.
I mean, I'm a Southsider, so like my shit, like whatever you do growing up, there's different things, a way of growing up in the barrio, you know what I mean? Representing who you are, where you come from. And some people do it to get the fucking fame, which never earn anything, and it upsets you. But like, it's something, I guess people love attention, we call them attention whores and shit, like, for social media to make them look like somebody, you know what I mean? Yeah. And when if you've been through the system, and not necessarily, you don't have to be locked up in prison to be a gangster, you know what I mean? A lot of people think that, you got to be a gangster, be getting locked up. It doesn't necessarily mean that. It just, you just got a lot of fucking pretenders and a lot of people that represent something that don't know the consequences of shit that could happen with them in life.
Yeah.
Anything, you know what I mean? Representing something that there ain't about, there's repercussions of things that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand it and see that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, homie,
you could be dressed bang the fuck up, Ben Davis or Nate Cortez at a liquor store, and there could be a homie that could be like, well, who's about this fucking character,
Yeah.
Boom, boom,
they're gonna get hurt,
and then next you know what I mean? Shit happens like that. But why? Because you want to be a gangster.
Hey, real quick, homie, with all respect, there's a lot of callers, but hey, I appreciate your call, homie. Gracias.
Definitely.
My respects to you in the barrio. I hope you have a good night. Hey, stay safe out there, homie.
All right, big dog.
All right, homies.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but he's right. He's right. I didn't like it personally, bro.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I mean, my respects for him growing up in the barrio and learning everything that he did, but he's not the person to talk about. Oh, go for it. Caller, your name. Caller, your name. Where are you calling from?
Hello, my name is Punjar. I was wondering if you have a Maravilla chapter in India.
Oh.
In India. Yeah.
There's a Maravilla chapter here in India.
Yep. There's one out there. The homie Nasir Ababa, he stays out there. I had him on the phone last time. What was it? It was like about a month ago. He called in from over there. He says there's not really that much banging though. They just get in a lot of fights because they cook the food with their hands and their fingers are in everything. So they're not able to throw their gang signs correctly.
Hey.
Oh, he hang up?
Yeah. Okay, what about your father from Maravilla? What year do you think he got jumped in?
Oh man, damn! Back in the late 50s, I believe. The late 50s.
Do you have generational cliques that the clique name changes by every generation?
Yeah. So, for instance, in the neighborhood, there's a stoner generation. When in the mid to late 70s, a lot of the stoner rock and rollers became gang members, and they were essentially the original rock and roll gangster. So you look at cliques like Eloyo, they'll have a stoners clique. Mariana has a stoners clique. Pomeroy stoners. There's different cliques that Eloyo has. Oh, I already said that. But yeah, there's different generations, bro. There's a Zootsu era. There's the Pepsi generation, which is the 90s. And then there's the Edgars that came after, or whatever, or the tight jeans. I don't even know the names of them now, but yeah, that's a good question that you asked right there. Appreciate that.
Why do they call the 90s the Pepsi generation? I've heard that term from my friends who've been to prison.
Yeah, I believe that is because that's when the big old thing was with Coke and Pepsi, but and the majority of people like Pepsi, and I don't know, man. It was a big Pepsi fad, just like the McDonald's had Mac Tonight. I don't know how old you are, bro, but that was a big thing. They had their character wasn't Ronald McDonald, but it was Mac Tonight, this guy with a moon face.
Where did you see Maravilla being in standings in the next 20 years?
In the next 20 years, man, it's hard to say, bro. It depends on
possibly extinct or no?
Possibly no, definitely
no?
not. Definitely not. No, I don't believe that. There's a lot of youngsters out there, but it depends who their dads are, or their uncles are, whoever's schooling them. If they're getting schooled right, it's gonna be around for a very long time. It's already been around for longer than a century. So, yeah, and that's for that's.
Did you guys have multi-races in Maravilla, like black, Asian, Indian, things like that?
There's a black dude. There's a black homie that I know, and then there's other ethnicities in the neighborhood. There was a handful of white guys. I don't want to name them, but yeah, there's different ethnicities. The majority being Mexicano, and some Salvadorians and Guatemala, and yeah, bro,
Or do you guys harder on the other races sometimes? Like sometimes the white boys feel like they have to prove themselves a little more, and
definitely.
they do more way out things.
Yeah, definitely. I think in every barrio, a person getting into a barrio like of raza, and it doesn't have to be Mexicanos. You could take MS for example. That white dude is gonna have to prove himself. They have to prove themselves, bro.
When I used to go to America in the 90s, I used to love smoking sherm sticks, my friend, and the angel dust. Were they that big in Maravilla as well?
Yeah, in the early 90s.
I've been clean though for 10 years, but yes, I remember that. It used to make me feel like I was walking on the moon.
Yeah, you were walking in slow motion in the 90s. In the early 90s, lovelies were a big thing, and dippers, if you know what I mean.
Oh, the lovelies were good with the marijuana, and we would sprinkle it. And we would dip it, and oh my God!
Yeah, this guy knows. This guy knows what's up. I like this dude. This dude knows what's up. Yeah, this guy knows. He knows his shit. Yeah, man.
Yes. Yeah, we would call it moonwalking, and we would smoke a dead foot, my friend. Oh my God! And we would get the peppermint leaves and sprinkle the.
We're getting too much.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, we're going too much. Hey, caller, I appreciate you. Shout out to you and the homies out there in India. I appreciate you calling, but it's time to go.
It's time to go. Yeah.
All right. You have a good day.
You too. Thank you very much.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, he does that accent pretty good too, homie.
Yeah, he does, man. He's trying to get it.
All right, so let's go to the next caller, Jedi. Go ahead. Let's take it. Not literally NORBEEZ. We don't play that way. He did his accent pretty good, homie.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, funny.
We're really from India.
That bato's crazy.
About to
oh my God.
give it that 7-Eleven accent. No.
Damn.
Hey,
don't start a race war, homie.
You're in trouble, bro. You're
Shit.
in trouble.
That was it? All right. Well, we're waiting for the next caller. Go ahead. You want to read another one?
Yeah.
Hey, NORBEEZ, you know any accents? Or not? Hey, you do Arnold Schwarzenegger? Don't lie, fool. Go ahead.
Get to the chopper. Was that good? Huh?
Fuck.
That was bad? What's another one? Hey, yo, Adrian. Nah?
Oh my God! Somebody stop!
Give me another.
Let me see who else. I don't know, bro. All right, if you were to have to play an actor,
do Christopher Walken.
Oh shit, that's hard.
You know how to do that?
No,
do
that one's hard.
Fuck, man, who could you do? Let me see in the comment section, homie.
Trump.
The dude, Donald Trump. What's the line that he says?
Trump?
Yeah, what's one?
You're
line
fired.
like, you're fired. No, that's too much. You're fired. No.
All right, go to the next. All right, go ahead.
Caller, your name and where you calling from. What about Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise doesn't have an accent, fool.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. No. I just recently saw that movie.
Crickets,
I recently
tomatoes
saw
and
that
cabbage,
movie.
homie. Get out of here, NORBEEZ. Man, caller, your name and where you calling from?